Hello everyone. Welcome to Beyond Books with Mamta. Today we'll learn about the present continuous tense. Present continuous tense, as you can see, is made up of the words present and continuous. Present here shows the time. And what time does it show? It shows the present time, means the time now. It shows the current time. And continuous here shows the action. And what action does it show? It shows the action which is going on, which is happening. Means the action has already started and it has not ended. The action is going on. So, present continuous tense shows the action which is going on at the present moment. We have some sentences here that show the present continuous tense. Like we have the first sentence here, I am waiting for the bus. Means this action of waiting for the bus is going on. This action is happening. Means the bus has not reached and I am waiting for the bus. The next sentence here is, my friends are walking on the beach. Means my friends are doing this action of walking on the beach at the present moment. This action is going on. The next sentence here is, the hawker is selling the newspapers. Means the hawker is doing this action of selling newspapers at the present moment. This action is happening. This action is going on. This action has not finished. So, present continuous tense shows the action which is going on in the present. We have seen in the concept of tenses that the tense in the sentence is shown or indicated by the form of verb which is used in the sentence. So, let's see the form of verb which is used in the present continuous tense. In present continuous tense, we use is, am, are plus the present verb, and with the present verb we use ing. We must note here that ing is always added with the present form of the verb. So this is the form of verb which is used in this tense. Is, am, are plus present verb plus ing. What do we mean by this? It means that when the subject is he, she, it or any other singular subject. Singular subject means when there is only one person or thing. You can see that he, she, it. These are also the singular pronouns. So, with the singular pronouns he, she, it or with any other singular subject, we use is, and with is we use the verb and then ing. And what verb do we use here? We use the present verb here. Let's see some sentences. You can see the first sentence here, that is, she is revising her lesson. You can see here that the subject is singular. She is the singular subject. So with singular subject, we have used is and then we have used the verb revise, and with revise we have added ing. So it becomes is revising. When the subject is singular, we use is, then the verb and then ing with the verb. She is revising her lesson. The next sentence is, Jack is kicking the ball. Again, you can see here that Jack is the singular subject. So with singular subject, we use the helping verb is, then we use the verb which is kick here, and with kick we have added ing. It becomes kicking. So the sentence becomes, Jack is kicking the ball. Next we have when the subject is I. When the subject is I, with I in the present continuous tense, we always use the helping verb am. With I, we always use am. Then we should use the present verb and then we should use ing. Like we have seen this sentence before. I am waiting for the bus. You can see that the subject here is I. So with I, we will use am. Then we have the verb wait and then ing. So the sentence becomes I am waiting for the bus. Next, when we have you, we, they or any other plural subject. Plural subject means when there are two or more than two persons or things. As you can see that you, we and they, these are also the plural pronouns. So with the plural pronouns you, we, they or with any other singular subject, we use are and then we use the verb, means the present verb, and then with the present verb we add ing. It becomes are plus verb plus ing. We have the first sentence here, that is we are walking on the road. You can see here that the subject we is the plural subject. So with the plural subject we have used are and then we have used the verb walk and then with walk we have added ing. It becomes are walking. We are walking on the road. Then we have the next sentence, that is children are playing outside the house. Children is the plural subject here. So we have used are, playing, are is the helping verb as the subject is plural, and then we have used the present verb play. With play we have added ing. Children are playing outside the house. So in present continuous tense we use is, am, are plus present verb and then ing with the present verb. This is how we form the sentences in the present continuous tense. Now let's see, where do we use the present continuous tense? Present continuous tense shows or denotes an action that is taking place or going on in the present at the time of speaking. So what do we mean by this? It means that when we are speaking about the action, at that time we are also doing that action. Suppose I say I am swimming in the pool. So when I am telling you that I am swimming in the pool, at that time I am also doing this action of swimming in the pool. So it shows the action which is happening in the present, and that time you can also speak about that action. Like we have the first sentence here, I am reading a storybook. So what does it mean? When I am telling you that I am reading a storybook, at that time I am also doing this action of reading the storybook. I am reading a storybook. The next sentence is, the little boy is playing with his elder sister. So when you can tell what is the little boy doing? The little boy is playing with his elder sister. At that time, the little boy is actually doing this action. The next sentence here is, they are getting ready to go home. So when they are getting ready to go home, you can speak that what are they doing? At the time of speaking, they are actually doing this action of getting ready to go home. They are doing this action. This action is going on. Next is, grandma is telling a story to the children. So what is the grandma doing? The grandma is telling a story to the children. So when you are speaking about this action, grandma is actually doing this action. This is how we use the present continuous tense. When you are speaking about the action, you are actually doing that action. The next use of present continuous tense is to express two actions happening at the same time. it is used to express two actions happening at the same time. Like if I say, when I am speaking, you are listening, and these both actions are happening at the same time. When I am speaking, you are listening. These actions are going on, and these actions are going on in the present. So when two actions are happening or going on at the same time, that is also the present continuous tense. Like we have the first sentence here, I am reading a book while my younger brother is playing outside. Now what two actions are happening here? One action is that I am reading a book, and when I am reading a book, what is my younger brother doing? He is playing outside. So here two actions are happening together at the same time. Here also we use the present continuous tense. The next sentence is, the teacher is writing on the board while the students are making their notes. So here also two actions are happening, two actions are going on at the same time. One action is that the teacher is writing, and the other action is students are making their notes. So when the teacher is writing on the board, students are also doing the action of making their notes. So present continuous tense also shows that two actions are happening or going on at the same time. The next use of present continuous tense is to show a temporary action. What do we mean by temporary action? Means this action we will not do for the whole life. We will do this action for a short period. It is a temporary action. It is used to show a temporary action which may not be necessarily happening at the time of speaking. Means when you are speaking about that action, you are not doing that action at that moment. That action might be happening at some time in the present for a particular duration, but not at the time when you are speaking about it. Like we have the first sentence here, she is learning French these days. So she is learning French these days, but not right now, not at the present moment. She is learning during a particular time in the present, that means these days she is learning French. So this is also the temporary action. She will not learn French for the whole life. This is the action that she will do for a particular period in the present. So here also we use the present continuous tense. It shows a temporary action which may not be necessarily happening at the time when you are speaking about it. Then we have the next sentence. Nowadays Raghav is writing a book. So we can see here that Raghav is doing this action nowadays. Means these days he is doing this action, but not at the present moment. He is not writing the book at the present time. He is doing it nowadays. Nowadays also shows the present time. And for these sentences, we use the words like these days and nowadays. Like we have used in the first sentence, she is learning French these days. And in the second sentence, we have used nowadays. Nowadays, Raghav is writing a book. Next is, it is used to express an action that is about to take place in near future. So far, we have learned that present continuous tense shows the action which is going on in the present, which is happening in the present. But present continuous tense also shows the action that will take place in near future. Near future means within some days. It may happen tomorrow, it may happen next week, it may happen next month also, but not after a very long time. It shows the actions which will happen or take place in near future. Like we have the first sentence here, I am meeting him tomorrow. So tomorrow is the time that indicates future. But we will do this action in future. We are telling about this action now. I am meeting him tomorrow. I will do this action tomorrow. I will do this action in future. Here also we can use the present continuous tense. Next sentence is, we are playing a friendly match next week. So when will we do this action of playing the friendly match? We will do this action next week, and next week is the future time. But we are using the present continuous tense to show the action that will happen in near future. We are playing a friendly match next week. The next sentence is, he is going to London tomorrow. So when will he go to London? Tomorrow. Tomorrow is the future time, but we are using the present continuous tense here. He is going to London tomorrow. And in such sentences, we use the words that indicate future time, like tomorrow, next week, next Monday, etc. Like in the first sentence, we have used the word tomorrow. Tomorrow indicates future time, and we use the present continuous tense here. I am meeting him tomorrow. So this is how we use the present continuous tense. This tense also expresses an action that will happen or take place in near future. So we have learned that present continuous tense denotes an action that is happening at the present moment. That means right now the action is going on, the action is taking place. The next is, it denotes two actions happening at the same time. Means two actions are happening at the present time at the same time. It also shows, number 3, it shows temporary actions which may not be necessarily happening at the time of speaking. Means the action might not be happening at the time of speaking, but the action is happening at a particular period in the present. Next is, it also shows an action that will happen in near future. So present continuous tense also shows the action that will take place in near future. So I hope now you understand about the present continuous tense. Thanks a lot for watching the video. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed.